Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to this week's reaction video. Now, I haven't done a reaction video in a couple of weeks, so I'm a little bit behind. This might end up having to be like a highlights video, where it just shows the ones that I find really funny, and, you know, skips over a lot of it, and cuts out a lot of stuff. Without further ado, let's watch this first entry that was submitted by Turtle, by Bananan Burman. It's Lego train crashing into glass. So it's literally... Oh. So it's literally... Cannot break it. One last time. Here we have a submission by Ripe Watermelon. This is by Pamtree, and it's just called Untitled. Okay.
Billy.
Yes, mother.
What's that?
A cake.
I thought I told you you're never allowed to eat cake again.
But it's my birthday.
I don't care, you're not allowed to eat cake. Now I'll have to punish you. Consider this your birthday present.
Duh. Okay.
Santiago.
Okay then. Here's another submission by Ripe Watermelon. This is on the channel Dull and Darker. And this is Do You Like Your New Toy?
Do you like your new toy? Mine done! Alright.
Ugh. It's another one by Ripe Watermelon. This is made by Random Type. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, I saw him. I should have known. Using Google Translate gone wrong.
Do. Peace. Holidays.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
I like how every time he adds a new letter, it changes the translate from.
Funeral.
Okay.
Holidays mobile. Rights.
Holidays mobile.
Moss me 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 me. GM Merra me 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 memologies. Camo time stock me 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 me. It's okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's a good thing. It's all over.
It's like going through grief. Every time there's a new A, it's like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, boy! Bye bye. Afraid of. Afraid of fear of fear of fear. Scoop, 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 scoop. Sweets and sweets. How are you? How many hand washing. How many times have you been? Handfuls of sweet sweepstakes. Handkerchief. Handfuls of hand washing the hand. Sticky. Back. An excitement. Attractive. Exercise.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was also very funny. Nowhere near as good. It did not catch me off guard like the previous video did. That previous video, I still haven't laughed that hard at anything in a long time. Okay, this is a submission by Turtle. This is by Scout26405. Half-Life signed it.
For God's sake, open the silo door! They're coming for us! It's on the way out! Oh my God, we're doomed!
Oh my god.
Stop! No! Stop!
If he moves, I wonder if the scientists will be able to continue. What the? Oh, okay, there we go, yeah. So he does. Ah! Nice. So he's made to finish off his movement. He can't actually continue moving until the door, until he gets past that bomb, where that bomb would be. Yeah, so I always find those super fascinating, just from like the way they made it kind of standpoint. So we got another one by Ripe Watermelon. This is Ball Goes Under a Treadmill by Quinn O'Connor. This should be pretty interesting.
You touch it too. You touch it too.
Oh god. Oh my god, it actually... Holy crap. I am actually amazed that that popped out the other side. That it actually came out and that it's still intact. I would have so thought that that ball would either pop or it would just get jammed into the base of the treadmill. That's amazing. Okay, so we've got another video by Turtle this time. This is another Onion video. I probably won't, if there's any more Onion videos, I won't watch them any more of them because I've already watched a bunch of Onion stuff. But this is Weather Channel accused of pro-weather bias. This is just like a silly fake news report by The Onion.
The watchdog group Fairness in Media released a report this week accusing the Weather Channel of having a, quote, clear and pronounced pro-weather bias.
After watching hundreds of hours of programming, we concluded the Weather Channel clearly and consistently over-reports weather-related events at the expense of other topics. There are, on average, 4,000 mentions of weather in a single news day.
4,000? Yep. That's an amazing statistic. Now, are other viewpoints represented at all?
Barely. I mean, you'd think that absolutely nothing was going on in the I-20 corridor other than light showers and isolated T-storms. If you look closely, you'll see their news ticker is little more than the temperatures of various cities running 24 hours a day.
I have noticed that.
They even use, do you see this, background images to subtly influence your beliefs about weather.
So it's a problem not only with the stories themselves.
Exactly, Michael. We have to fight back.
Deborah Henley of Fairness in Media, thank you and good luck with getting your message heard.
Thanks, Michael.
That was such a dumb... Oh my god. Imagine if that was what... I mean, I guess we are slowly getting more and more into that kind of world, but I was gonna say, imagine if that's what our world was like. Pro-weather bias. The Weather Channel having pro-weather bias. Oh dear. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about having TV show pieces in my reaction videos, just purely because of clear copyright reasons. But I'll have a look at this just this one video here. This is Mr. Robot opening scene hacking TOR, or whatever that is. I have not seen Mr. Robot, by the way. Well, that was a very effective intro. It was a very interesting look into that. I had no idea what Mr. Robot was about. Clearly it's this guy, this hacker, who is like blank slate, doesn't really understand social norms. Interesting show. This is another submission by Turtle. This is by Vodvids Viral, whatever. Where the hell are you going dressed like that?
Mark! Where the hell are you going dressed like that?
I'm going to Dave's fancy dress party. I'm a tortoise.
Dave's fancy dress party's tomorrow night.
I fucking know it is. But I'm a tortoise.
Nice. Nice. Oh, I like it. That was hilariously dumb. For whatever reason, at first I thought it was gonna be a joke about the accents they were using, because they had very strong accents. But no, it was just a tortoise joke. Okay, so this is another submission by Turtle. This is actually another clickhole video. I try and not show too many videos from the same places, so I'm probably not going to show any more clickhole videos either. But this is a really, really short one, so yeah, this is called Heartbreaking. Child reserves 40 seats for a dad at her recital and only 7 of him show up. What? This clickhole's so weird. All of their videos are so weird. Wasn't the other one that I watched, wasn't that the video where it was about a 500-pound man became two 250-pound men? That was so weird. What the friggin' hell? That's so weird. It's so weird. What is with Clickhole, man? It's so weird. We've got one more from Turtle for now. This is Non-Euclidean level design Portal 2 version. This is by Tony Lima. I love non-Euclidean level design. Like this is one of my jams. Oh god, that's terrifying. I don't like that. But I like yeah, there's like we're using world portals. I wish more engines supported world portals because world portals are so cool. Such a cool idea. Yeah, having like small spaces contain large. Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. It annoys me that so many engines have basically no support for that. Yeah, and you got the reverse there where he goes through what looks like a very short distance when in actual fact he like traveled a long way. Okay, that one was a tricky one. That one's difficult to achieve. Angled portals like that. I've made a map like this. Nowhere near as straightforward. But I've made a map that's just like this. Yeah, and unfortunately objects don't travel through it properly. Because the world portals don't work the same way as a standard portal does. Just because it's not implemented that way in Portal 2's engine. Yeah, I love this stuff. It's my jam. Basically, you can have doors to alternative areas. So you see it as the object, as the box goes through the portal, it gets like cut in half. Because the engine doesn't automatically do the filling in stuff that it does for normal portals. Yeah, I love this stuff. I love this stuff so much. This is a really complicated setup. Have I watched this before? I feel like I've seen this before. Who sent me this before? I feel like I've seen this. It might have been in another video. Yeah. This might have actually been already in another reaction video now that I think about it. Yeah. It's so cool. I love it so much. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. Just, oh, so cool. That's really cool. I know that Thinking with Time, or is it Thinking with Time Machine? Yeah, Thinking with Time Machine does this kind of thing. Yeah, that's basically Thinking with Time Machine's whole deal. I know I've already seen this before, so I'm not going to watch the rest of it. But yeah, I love that kind of stuff, and I did a lot of testing with that kind of thing back in the day. But I never made anything with it. I never really utilized it. It was utilized in our tag mod. It was utilized in like an Escher stair style thing I made. The main issue with that though was that it didn't work like a normal portal, and that, you know, as I said earlier, objects that were brought through it would get cut in half because they'd only exist on one side of the portal. Portal's normal portals, that was a complicated sentence, uses a really clever, tricky system for allowing the object to be on both sides of the portal. Okay, so we've got another submission by Ripe Watermelon. This is by Tapini, Objectify, Objects Play Music compilation. I think I know what this is gonna do. I think I know where this is heading, but I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. Yeah, I've seen that particular one before. Nice. That one's cheating a little bit. That's more like remixing. That last one was a bit cheatsy, wasn't it? Basically, that's the premise of a remix, so they've taken the original sounds and they've remixed it. But those first two, I've seen another one like that, where two guys are playing table tennis, and they just happen to hit the ball, and the ball hits the table at just the perfect rate that it's the Super Mario intro. I don't know what the premise of this entry is, but once again, Ripe Watermelon has submitted a video by Social Repose. Social Repose, whatever. Send this video to your enemies. Am I one of your enemies, am I? I am so confused about what's happening. He just keeps playing the same note. On different instruments. It's a very annoying note. It's a very annoying note. Why? What does it mean? Okay, I'm legitimately scrolling through comments because I don't understand. The people keep bringing up My Chemical Romance, and I'm familiar with the start of the song in My Chemical Romance, and I enjoy that song. It's a good song. But I still don't get it. Why? Maybe it's this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe it has something to do with him. I don't know. I don't get it. Please explain. Please tell me in the comments. What does that mean? I don't get it. This one sounds like it's a song, so I might not include it. But this is Crash Bandicoot, I Will... Oh, of course it is. It's I Will Survive. But it's got Oney in it. I want to watch it, but it probably will not go on the video. Oh, I see what I see this. It's Crash watching the Spyro trailer, isn't it? Yo. Oh god, that's a terrifying Crash. It's a freaking terrifying puppet. Nice. Is that it? Is that the rest of the video? Yeah, okay. So this is an animator, Kaz Van de Paul. Yeah, no, like, terrifying puppet. I love Oney, I love his voice work. It sounds like they've just taken bits of his, like, they haven't got him to do the voice, it's just they've taken, like, bits of his voice and put it on there. No, that was funny, that was good, I like that. But I'm not gonna include most of it, because it's got, like, the music itself will be picked up for copyright, so I'm not gonna include it. This next entry I have seen already, but I'm just gonna feature it, just because it is... I'm just gonna feature it because it is quite funny. This is by Bazamalam, a YouTuber I quite enjoy, and I am subscribed to, as you can see. When his buddy, Ryan, they're both named Ryan, by the way, when his friend Ryan, the co-host of AP Gaming, screamed oh God, what? that scream in one of his videos. This is a great little, like, taking that scream and putting it onto other things that is just perfect. I would definitely recommend going and checking out Bazamalam. He's recently hit 100k subscribers, which is freaking awesome. But he's done that a bunch. And actually, I can see here, Ripe Watermelon, he submitted all of his ones that are like this. He's got his R one from Ryan. He's got his Oh My God from DA Games. He's got his Yes! Yes! From Dorko. And yeah, they're all excellent. They're all excellent. Go check them out. I'll link all of them in the description. I wasn't sure if I was going to include this one, but this is Life Without Java by Lucidius, submitted by Matty. It looked kind of funny, and it seems relevant with given certain things being phased out. Let's have a look.
We have to leave. They're terminating Java.
Due to server issues, Eatagram is unable to share its users' inspiring food photos, causing boring meals and starvation.
I don't even know what she's eating. Where's the fucking photo?
Other internet...
It's been 14 days since Java was terminated. Society has completely collapsed.
We want Java to move on.
Dear.
We need a Java update. I've never seen anybody refactor that fast.
God damn it.
Mr. Javatar.
Javatar? Well. that was pretty dumb. It's good, but dumb. This is another submission by Turtle. This is Why We Need to Teach Geography by Adam Johnson. Let's just skip this intro. Turtle suggested I do this.
What countries make up Great Britain?
You've
heard of Great
dear.
Britain?
Yeah.
If someone said they're going to Great Britain, what language would they speak when they get there?
British?
They speak British, okay. Have you ever met anyone who speaks British?
No.
Can you think of any word in British?
No.
No? Like Mini Cooper?
Oh yeah, Mini Cooper.
That's a British word. We're talking with...
Tyler Quiet.
If you met someone from Amsterdam, what nationality would they be?
Oh my god, you're fucking kidding me.
I have no idea. Amsterdamian.
Amsterdamians. No, they wear wooden shoes. Who wears wooden shoes?
Cobblers.
Cobblers? So they'd be cobblers. Okay, all right. We're talking with...
Lindsay Shanks.
Lindsay, and you're a high school student as well.
Yes, sir.
What is the world's tallest mountain?
It's not Mount Rushmore.
No, it's not. Do you ever rest?
Do I what?
Ever rest?
No.
I'm giving you the story.
Oh. I really don't know.
See, I asked
Oh
you, do
my
you
God.
ever rest? And you said
Oh,
no.
Mount Everest.
Everest, there you go.
There you
There you go. We're talking with...
Aisha Edvar.
Aisha, that's a pretty name. And you're a high school student?
Yes, sir.
What are people from Denmark called? You meet a bunch of people from Denmark.
I don't know. Denmarkians?
Oh my god.
Denmarkians.
This is just...
How many Great Lakes are there?
There's 6 minutes of this.
Oh.
You've heard of the English Channel.
Yes.
It goes between what two countries?
France and England.
England. Now, is there any way
I'm
to get
amazed
to
that
the
he...
sides by boat?
Wait, what did he ask?
Like a bridge.
I missed what he said. I was gonna say, I'm amazed that he got that answer correct. Because, oh my god, some of the previous people are so dumb.
Is there any way to get there besides by boat?
I think there's like a bridge, like a really long bridge, and it goes under the water.
A
So
bridge.
A bridge that goes under the water would be called what?
An underwater bridge?
How about a tunnel?
Oh, yeah, a tunnel. Yeah.
Okay. We're talking with...
Caitlin Wilcox.
Caitlin, you're from where?
Arkansas.
Arkansas, okay. How's the school system in Arkansas?
It's awesome.
It's good. All right, let's see
It's
how,
really good.
Let's see how good it is. How many oceans are there?
Oceans?
Yeah.
I've only been to one.
You've been to one.
I've been to one.
Which one were you at?
Florida.
Which one?
An ocean.
Which ocean did you go to in Florida?
Pacific Ocean.
You went to the Pacific Ocean
Yeah.
in Florida. How was it?
It's good.
It was good. It was nice, nice.
There's like two options there, the major oceans that US is next to. And it was like, it was 50-50, man. It's 50-50 and she got that wrong. I can't handle any more of that. That's just, I'm sure that this is not entirely representative of Americans, but there are too many videos where they're talking to American, like, students or, like, university age, young 20s, people who just know nothing outside of their own country. And even most of the time don't know much about their own country, don't know much about their own geography. Okay, this video looks interesting. The Infinadeck Omnidirectional Treadmill, Smarter Every Day 192 VR series. Smarter Every Day. Submitted by Turtle. This appears to be talking about that, like, omnidirectional treadmill. In the thumbnail for the video, it definitely shows VR and this
hey, it's
treadmill.
Me, Destin. Welcome back to Smarter Every Day. A treadmill
let's just take
is
a
a
look.
pretty simple device, right? You set the speed you want, you get on, you start moving, but you don't actually go anywhere. This technology, people have realized for a really long time, is perfect for virtual reality because you could walk somewhere and actually use your body, but not leave the confines of your own home. These guys make a 360-degree treadmill,
as well
one that's
known
in the movie Ready Player One. So the interesting thing is they're a really small company, but they've got a really cool idea. So let's go check out how this thing works. All right, so this is George, and he owns Infinadeck. Right?
I say well known.
All right, and
in the
basically
VR
Infinadeck is a 360-degree treadmill technique that is it safe to say that we've got treadmills on top of treadmills here?
It's a treadmill made of treadmills.
Okay, treadmill made of treadmills. So you can think of it as you've got one axis of rotation here, and each individual treadmill can move in this direction as well, right?
Right.
So how do you?
So it's a combination, right? Obviously, if you want to go,
it's a treadmills made of treadmills.
And this is our Y. X is nothing but a treadmill. You know, like
normal treadmill.
The Y is nothing but the smaller treadmills.
Yeah, that's really clever.
Right now, we're using the Vive tracker on you, and this tries to keep that middle of the CG in the middle of the treadmill, right there.
Oh, I got you. So the feedback.
That was one
of my main questions: is what is the feedback loop? And it's a positional feedback loop.
Yeah, it's fairly simple right now. We're making it better. That's the part we're going to just keep improving for ever, years and years and years.
So the goal. So you have an object, and then I get it. This is called.
It's very visual.
This is a semi-autonomous command position sensor. That's the specific way to say that. Yeah. Right?
Now, what we're also doing on this one is you put foot trackers on. When you combine the foot trackers, the headset, and your hand controllers, you now have 6 different points.
That's actually really cool. Having the foot trackers as well.
That's enough for us to give you an avatar.
George Jr. told me if I screw this little VR tracker into the bottom of the camera, we could insert that camera into the virtual world, which of course we had to do. So we're ready?
Yeah, that's something really cool with Vive technology.
This is just normal VR, so I can actually see the ring. Now that's something I didn't expect, so I can, it's there.
Yeah. All right, so now let's...
I see my body too. What's up with my body?
So we're going to sync that with you. So if I can have you stand with your legs straight down and your arms straight out to your sides in a T-pose.
3, 2, 1. Did it work?
Let's see. Go ahead and move around.
Oh, I can see my body. Whoa.
That is really cool.
Okay, that's rad. That's really rad. Okay.
Like the feet thing, the feet thing is a huge part of the VR that's missing at the moment. Is that you can often see your body, but your feet will always be completely unresponsive to where you are. So most games avoid having a body at all. That actually is super cool. It not only solves the problem of having, this whole setup solves the problem of having the feet there, but it also solves the problem of being able to move around.
Yeah. So right now you're tracking the position of my hands and my feet. Dude, that is messed up.
And you can, because he has the one in the middle of him, you could also use that not only for your position on the treadmill, but you could also use the waist one as your position of your pelvis in the game. So then you have almost every part of your body, all of the major parts of your body that can move independently, are all, tracked using these trackers. That's really cool. The closer they can get to having every muscle of your body tracked, like having shoulder detectors, hip detectors, like knee detectors, foot detectors, elbow detectors, all of that. The closer they can get to having that, so that every part of your body is lined up with your character in the game, the better. So this is really cool to see this.
I'm ready to start walking.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see
hands
this.
on the ring when you first try this, just so you get used to the virtual world and what that's like.
Okay. So when you start, yeah, I thought it would make sense for it to put me in the center. Yeah. Okay, so now what it's trying to do is it's trying to keep the CG of my back in the center of the ring, right?
Exactly.
So I'm going to touch this, and as I walk, okay, it takes okay, I'm there. Okay, I don't want to hit that tree. So
So I'm gonna turn this way.
Oh, it's a little bit weird.
Okay.
It's like learning to walk all over
So,
again.
I can't really tell if I'm walking 90 degrees or not. Okay, so there's inertia in the rollers. Okay, I thought there might be. So if I move backwards, it's got to keep me there. If I
See,
move forward,
this is the only issue at the moment, is that it's not as responsive as you'd want it to be. Like, I can see the delay in the movement, and I can see the issue with this setup is that when you're returning to the middle of the treadmill, your character in the game isn't moving, but you're moving. I know that personally, I would get immediately violently motion sick. So I'm gonna leave that there. That's a really cool idea, though. If they can get that way better, if they can get that way more responsive, that will be almost revolutionary. I'm very curious to see, like, if what they need to do is they just need to make an even more responsive version of this. One that detects your... It has much more fine detection of your position and has more rapid movement of the treadmill. I know they don't want to make it too rapid, otherwise people, like, fall over and trip up and stuff. But definitely that's the right direction, but too slow. You know, not quite there yet. Okay, we've got a couple more by Turtlemaker, and I think we'll leave it there. This one's called Local Modder Yells at Skybox by PicklePlayer33.
Nice. Looks great. Perfect. Center of the map. 0,
I was gonna say, what's the
look around.
This is Don't Starve, but
I walk backwards one step. It's just there. It's just there. The skybox is technically in between me and the center of the world. But if I look away, then it's not. I guess. Maybe?
See, this is someone making a... Is it a VR? Or is it a first-person mod for...
There. 255. For whatever reason, only a tiny little sliver. What is this? Who are you? Okay, look at this. Night, if you look up, it's like, okay, now you can see. Do you know the Screecher had a hidden first-person mode? I didn't until 20 minutes ago. So I was like, okay, let's go in a Screecher. How do they fix this? There it is. First person, okay. And I look up, and I can't look up anymore. This is as far as it goes. Yeah. Right. I know how this works. Come here, you. Let's try -90. And save. Oh, there it is. What am I? I'm looking into the ground. Okay. Well, yep. Yeah, this seems pretty familiar. That's unfortunate. Well, if the dev team doesn't know how to fix this, I think it's just about time to give up. Just kidding. True modders never give up.
Okay, so this is someone trying to mod Don't Starve to give it a first-person perspective. What a horrendous idea of a mod. Not because it's a bad idea, but because that game is clearly built and designed around the fact that it's 2D. It's like half 2D, half 3D. Definitely supposed to be looked at or, you know, observed from one direction. I can see why they're having a lot of trouble.
Just lower their standards. It's just kind of hard to see, like, what does that sound? Hey, Don't Starve dev team. You know, if you're ever looking for anyone who knows how to cut your frame rate in half down in caves, you know who to call. Gotta say, it's pretty good. Hey, Clay dev team, can we talk for a sec? Who put this in the game? Who made this?
I would almost, like, at those points, what he was referring to there, the difficulties that he's having there, almost at that point, you would just consider, instead of trying to keep the mod up, just remake the game from, you know, within a 3D engine. The kind of shit you have to go through to try and repurpose something, as opposed to just building from scratch, is just so much more, and it's so much more tedious. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that there. I've been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes. There's a bunch more submissions below this, but I just don't have any more time to keep recording. This had some really interesting ones. There was some really dumb videos in there as well, but I still enjoyed myself. Next time, I'll pick up exactly where I left off. The first videos in the next one I see are submitted by Nexo Gaming. I should hopefully be able to at least feature one of those videos. When it comes to the NASCAR and race stuff, I have had trouble with them with copyright claims, so that stuff I'm always very much... I'm usually pretty wary of including that. But I'll take a look at... Definitely there's a Simpsons one that I'll definitely take a look at. Whatever the case. Keep submitting stuff to the Discord. There'll be a link in the description to the Discord if you're interested in submitting your own submissions. Yeah, also, if you've made stuff, feel free to submit them. Because it's always cool to see that you guys are making stuff and what you guys are making. But yeah, we'll leave that there. If you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. I think, while there's a lot of stuff still being submitted, I might tone back the reaction video stuff. I like doing it, but it's always problematic. It's always difficult to decide which videos to watch and which not to watch. Because there are a lot of submissions, but a lot of submissions by the same people. I feel bad that I'm not watching certain videos by certain people, you know? I feel bad that I have to cut out a whole lot of videos that you guys have submitted, because I do enjoy most of these videos. Most of these videos are great, but I can only include so many in you know, I don't want these videos to be an hour long, so I can only include so many videos. Whatever the case, thank you so much for watching, and as always...